day 21. I have learned some things by watching some other YouTubers play this. So I did a little research. And we're also going to take the advice. First of all, there is Sprint. Wow, what a revelation. We're going to take the advice of the game, and we're going to make sure we're not leaving any door undrawn, basically. That's what I need to do. So let's go tool shed. Let's see what we got. Ooh, shovel and sledgehammer. That is not bad. Basically, I think there's like stuff that I need to be more patient with, I think. But yeah, there is running. Major achievement. All I have to do is watch someone else play the game. Here we go. All right, so like we need to draw all 3 of these rooms every single time. Oh yeah, we need to make a wish. One of these days it's going to do something. This is not something that I've seen anybody else do yet. Make a wish. All right. Maybe you need to make a wish on a specific day, and we would have known that if we had read something. I also need to read things all the way through, I'm learning. All right, a storeroom or a guest bedroom. Either way, we're dead ending, which I am okay with to get a key. Okay. We're not going to dead end again, but we will do a parlor. And then let's draw this room. We will make it probably a den as our best case scenario. Okay, so we're going to go the den, even though we've opened up that other room. And then we're gonna remember to draw these rooms. Bedroom actually would be a good thing to have because sometimes there's an item. And then nook, obviously we want a key. So I think this is where you need more steps because you do need to be going in and out of all these rooms and drawing them. And I think that is there no item? I think like that's the strategy. We gotta really fill this map out. This will connect the 2. That's pretty good. Courtyard will also connect the 2. And we have a shovel. So let's go ahead and spend the gem on the shovel. Or spend the gem on the courtyard because we do have a shovel. Gotta take advantage. A key! Nice. We're not gonna use a key on that. We got 3 keys. That's pretty major. Oh wait, we have a sledgehammer. Good item pickup today. Wow, this is the best we've ever done. This early on. Okay, so I also learned that the chapel only takes money when you have money. I was under the impression that like the gems, I don't know why I was under this impression, but I thought you couldn't get the chapel if you didn't have money, but that's not true. You can build it whenever. It just takes money from you. And because let's actually go back to the let's do a spare room. I don't want to lose. We might have to go back through it. All right, we're actually going to go back to the parlor, I think. Try to get the gems. A box next to this box is true. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. A box next to this box contains gems. What? What? Okay. A box next to this box contains gems. So if that's true, this guy has gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That doesn't seem possible because there's only one, so you're lying. A box next to this box is true. You're lying. You're lying. So that means you're telling the truth? Oh, God. I'm not really good at this one when they're very tricky. Oh, no. I was good at it. Yay. All right. Okay, we got the chapel again. We really need something. Okay, also, security. I missed a major security thing. And it's in the computer. With the keycard system, settings, you actually can set it to low. 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting. And then offline mode, you can actually have it be unlocked. So if we get the breaker box, we can just turn it off and then they'll all be unlocked. Like, these are things that I think I just rushed through the first day when I was playing this. There's a car keys somewhere. I bet it's in the bedroom. And I didn't look. I bet it's in the bedroom. Okay. So we're doing pretty good. We have 2 doors we can draw. We don't really need the car keys. Unless we get the garage. Okay, so code check dead ends, which is fine. If we can find the breaker box, this will not be a big deal, so let's do that. But let's not go in. And then this could be a hallway. Ooh, a passageway. We're not going to spend the gems. We'll do a hallway. That's just as good. Okay, cool. Let's go into the hallway and draw those rooms. Pantry is a good option. Chapel's a good option too, but this will get us coins. And this is a dead end. I would like to connect it. We do need a gem for the drawing room. But that'd be okay, because then that means the dark room would only have one mystery thing, which it wouldn't matter what it is. So let's do a drawing room. So let's go get our apple and our coins. Yeah, I think if you do it more slowly, then I was like making a run for the antechamber. And then we found out that like you can't get in the antechamber, so that doesn't matter. The office, oh my God, the office. We finally have the office. Do we spend all of our money on the office? The corridor will take us straight to the foundation and it will be always unlocked. This will give us 2 dice, but we've never had the office before. I think we got to do it. I think we got to do it. Ooh, finally. Very nice, very nice. We have, okay. Look at all this stuff. Oh, upgrade disc. Thank God there's a computer right here. That's what we need. We need more permanent upgrades. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Why are those in red and that was in black? Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. I feel like I need to take a photo of that. Okay. A dial. Ooh. Oh, this is a safe. Is this 9083? We've seen it 1,000 times. It is not. Now we have a bunch of dates. We have a bunch of dates like from things that we found. So maybe it would be a date that has to do with this guy, but I don't know who that guy is because I've not been paying attention and now I hate myself for that. Yeah, there's 4 different colored wires. Why could I not? Was that it? That was the only thing I could do? Okay. All right, insert the disc, obviously. What do we want to upgrade? I hate that we don't get to pick. The Nook. Oh my god, 2 keys? 2 keys, 1 and key and bacon and eggs, or you will always draw a library while drafting this room. I don't think we need the library that much. I want 2 keys. We're always short of keys, yeah. Maybe that's a short-sighted one, but that's the one we're doing. All right, now let's get in here. We can finally get to our email. Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. Ooh, this includes each servant's quarter and the maid's chamber. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so servant's quarter and maid's chamber will have money checks in it now. Spread gold. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins. These coins are spread throughout the estate. Yeah, sure. Cool. This is a goated room. Okay, finally, electronic mail. From Anne Babbage, next week. November 1st, 1993. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on the definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through the confounded electronic typewriter. Anne Babbage. Okay. DC power fuse box repair. Gabe, yes, that is correct functionality. Also, when you are out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off blue, green, white, red, purple. We learned about that. I don't know how to get those colors, though. I can only do green and red, but we took a photo. Thanks for the diligence on this project. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougal, which is his lawyers, I guess. And then the fuse box repair. Whoops. Went too fast, too far from the sun. Okay, the VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know. Okay, we got to spend some time with the fuse box. I don't understand how to get the colors, but, you know, we'll play around with it. I think that was the only different thing that we could do, because we don't have remote access because nothing is active right now. Oh, security. Connecting. Oh, that's right. We did do a security room. So we can do stuff from here. That's cool. Very cool. Okay, so we have a safe. We have a safe and we don't know the combination to it. I mean, I have a ton of dates. Is there a date? It usually is a date. But again, I don't know who that guy is. So that's unfortunate. I think it would be like maybe like their wedding date or something. Again, I don't know what that is. Unfortunate. The antechamber lever is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. So we did find a broken thing. lever handle. What do we do with it? I don't know. Where did it go? I don't know. Okay, so I really don't want a dead end. We don't have any gems. We're kind of stuck. We could dead end for items though. Or we could just, we have 9 coins. Let's do a chapel. Let's do chapel. We got 9. We're fine. Billiard room will take us right in the foundation. Billiard room will also have keys. So that's a good thing. And terrace, green rooms do not cost coins, gems to draft. I think that's the best case scenario. Alright, what might be out here? A gem. Nice. Oh my gosh. I don't know what order you're supposed to go in when there's multiples. Okay. So we can go into the foundation now with 6 keys and a coin. Still don't know what to do with that. This is the most keys we've ever had. Okay, we don't want to lock ourselves out. We do only have 1 gem. So unfortunately, I think we're going to have to do a corridor just to like open up some other passageways. Okay, we do not have the gems for that. I think, oh man, we only have 1 gem left. I think we're gonna have to do the kitchen. We could afford bacon and eggs, add a morning room to today's draft pool. That sounds like something we would want to do because we haven't had a morning room yet, but I feel like that's going to cost gems. Would we want to spend all of our coins on that? Maybe not. Let's not make that decision right now. We finally got the foyer and we don't have the gems for it. So unfortunately, if we dead end ourselves with the utility closet, we're done. This is a dead end. This is a run killer. Unfortunately, foyer major though. Wish that I had gotten that earlier. You know what? Since this is dead either way, let's get the breaker box and let's try to figure out this breaker box situation, because I really do not understand how you get any other color but red and green. We do have a photo. Press any button to activate blue. So I think when they're all green, then it says press any button to activate blue. Okay, so they all have to be green and then blue. Plus a blue, and then it says press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. Okay, so then 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Oh Lord, that's gonna take us a while to understand how that works. Okay, so what we need to get to is we need off blue, which we have, Green, white, red, purple. So we need to activate the sixth thing. We have to make all of them red. Press a blue next to a red to get purple. Okay. Okay. We're working our way backwards. Okay, we got them all purple. We got them all purple. Okay. Off. Oh, we can get white. Dang it. Okay, wait. I think I need to make all of them purple. Alright, we can make... This one needs to be white. This one needs to be red. This needs to be purple. Okay, white, red, purple. Green, blue off. That took me a super long time. What is this? What are you? Oh, this doesn't matter that we are locked out because... What is that? The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you'll start each new day with 2 gems. Oh my goodness. That's all I could ask for. Okay, so I think run is dead, like, otherwise. We can't go anywhere, but that's fine. We have enough to go check out this gemstone. I mean, let's spend all our coins. Why not? Let's spend all our coins, and we will make our way back to the drawing room and try to draft the morning room, I guess. Just to kind of see. Oh, I forgot we have digging also. All right, 6 keys. Most keys we've ever had. Useless. Useless. Yeah, and so we don't lose any coins because we don't have any coins. I don't know why I thought that was different. Okay, where are we going? We can actually go back through the dark drawing room. That's where we need to go. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can draw the morning room. Yeah, tomorrow you'll start with 2 gems. Very nice. And we're going to get the 2 gems. We're going to start tomorrow with 4 gems. 2, 2, 3. Deposit box key. Now, we found a safe in the office. We found the deposit box key before. Okay, morning room. Awesome. November 5th, the Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe old age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination. The Red Prince, Swim Bird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the most tragic mysteries. A New Clue sounds like a book we should find. Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers. I think I said 16 the other day. This vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. So safety deposit box key. Oh my gosh. Upgrade disc. It's all coming together. We can pop that in security. Now this would also just be for funsies, because after we do this, we can do nothing else. Everything's blocked. So why don't we do the rumpus room? Because we have yet to get the rumpus room. Neat. Whoa. Can I get my future? Yeah. Give me my future.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so he says one thing a day. I'm going to go ahead and guess that that was the door. That's to room 46 down in the tombs, which we've kind of seen. We've seen a little bit of. We just couldn't get to it. This looks important. This is a map. Okay. Does that mean if we can go there, we'll get like a treasure room? If we can go from that room to that room? In our pathway? I'm going to take a picture. I have so many pictures on my phone. We can try that tomorrow. Cool. Is that possible now? Wait, let's see if that's possible now. Or would it even count? Okay. Going from the third room up, that's the hallway. No, because we blocked ourselves off. Okay, well, we have the Westgate Path and the Gemstone Cavern. So wait, we're losing the we're losing the treasure map. It's an inventory item. So does that mean we should go? Can we even go there? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hallway, up 1 is the rumpus room. That's where we are now. Office, chapel. No, it would be above the billiard room. We can't get there. Dang it. Vault key. We still have not gone anywhere where there is a vault situation. We've come across safes. Safes. All right. Do we want to go check out the Gemstone Cavern? Oh yeah, we got to go do the upgrade. We got to get back to security. Where's security? We can go either through the dark room or the hallway. We actually didn't come in here. Alright. Let's upgrade. We are really making progress. Okay, storeroom. Are we gonna get more stuff? Yep, 2 keys, 2 gems, or 10 coins. We're going with 2 keys just because now that we have the gemstone cave, the keys are the things that we always are short on, and now we're gonna get extra gemstones. And we have 2 coins when we start from our allowance, 2 gemstones, so we might as well do our deficiency, which is keys. Alright, and there's no like safe code or anything here that we're just missing. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave and go to... We literally can't do any other rooms, but we're gonna go check out the gemstone cavern. We need to go through the parlor. And I'm gonna utilize the running that I learned about. We have 18 steps. I think that's enough to get there. Because you go a really far way for 1 step. That still is a mystery. Alright, what is in here? I mean, gemstones, I assume. Neat. We have something. Here is the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here, so Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there is still 1 more cart down there, which we have found, but it's locked on a short track, and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Yeah, we haven't done that. The boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Yeah, we have not found that yet, unfortunately. And it's just like pretty with gemstones. Ooh. We have a blue flame. Oh, we need 3 more. Okay. 3 more mystery pipes in these locations that are smattered about the area. Wow. Okay, I hate to give up. I mean, this is a great item thing, and I hate to give up 6 keys, but that's okay. We have our new strategy. We're gonna draw every room, take it slow. We know how to run now. Let's call it a day. Mid-sized villa. Nice. 24 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the rank is the like level if we were going vertically. I see. I never took the time to learn that before. 3 new rooms though. That's pretty major. Alright, let's go and get... We have our... Wait, we have 4 gems. Oh yeah, because we got the buff. We got the buff. Alright. One of these days, something's gonna happen. I have faith. All right, we've had all these before. We do have 1 coin to make a blessing. But you know what? We're trying to like expand our rooms. Let's do hovel again so we can use our steps instead of gems. Because I know we have gems now, but... Okay, there's nothing else in here. We're still gonna, we're still going to run out of gems. 4 is not that many. Alright, let's start drawing rooms. Okay, do you want to dead end ourselves right away with a closet? No, we're gonna do a hallway. A lot of dead end options. Drawing room. That will give us 2 pathways. Let's do that one. And then, you know I love a den. But we could go back in the office. 6 steps, though. The den has the most exits, so let's go den. Commissary. I'm gonna do corridor for that. And then we're gonna go... the office again. Office then, that would be a good thing. Although the storeroom dead ends us, but we can get keys and we don't have keys yet. The office would just open up that safe that we still don't know the combination to. So let's go ahead and do storeroom if we're gonna do a dead end. Okay, let's go up in the drawing room. We'll at least utilize that perk of redrawing the room. Is there ever anything in the drawing room, or just like the perk of getting to redraw the room? All right, this is not ideal. This is not ideal. Let's do a redraw, hope for something a little better. Wow, 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. That's also not ideal. That is not ideal, but we'll do a bedroom because at least this is not a dead end. And sometimes it has a treat. Okay. Let's do the pantry. We don't have to connect these rooms. Okay, so this would be a cut through, but also we can dead end into a closet, which I think is fine because items are pretty major. The first time you enter each bedroom, so that means when we go back through this bedroom to the pantry, we should get extra steps. Yeah, all right. And we get our apple, and we get coins. We're looking good on everything except for keys. Okay, we can do a nook. Yeah, I guess we gotta do nook. All right, lots of keys, lots of keys. I could go for a security room. Bypass the key card, that would be nice. This would be nice if we could get... Let's do this and not go in and try to get a breaker box somewhere. Oh wait, we have a utility closet. But unfortunately... Unfortunately, and that's a key card. Okay, so we would love a utility room. If that's possible. So let's go back to the entrance hall. And if we could dead end with a utility room? No? Okay, I could redraw. Also, locksmith we have not gotten yet. That does dead end us up this entire strip, which is unfortunate. It does block off the entire side. And if we do a billiard room, we will at least have the opportunity to get more keys. Ooh, and more coins. Nice. Yeah. All right, 2 more keys. We're back up to 5 keys. Pretty impressive for this early on. Again, we're really looking for... I would really enjoy a utility closet. We could get one of those. I'll take security. Security is the next best thing, because we can unlock the security doors if we get... I mean, we'll set it to low anyway. And then offline mode to unlocked. Alright, now we just got to get a utility closet, and then we'll be all good to go. Chapel's the only one that doesn't dead end us. Dang it. Dining room. There's something in the greenhouse, but we don't... I think we'll take dining room, because that's just the most... There's something in the greenhouse with the lever, I think. Alright. Again, we're not drawing... We're not drawing the, utility room. Office would be good, maybe. But then we're running out of steps. Do we use our 1 dice to redraw? I wouldn't put a utility room there anyway, because that's a dead end. Let's do office. Oh no, I redrew! I redrew! Oh no! Alright, well I guess we're putting a utility closet there. We're dead ending it. Alright, well. I'm glad we don't have to do that VAC indicator thing ever again. And we got a key. Alright. Okay, we can put the office here. We're running out of steps, though. We could get 2 dice. Everything is a dead end. So we might as well get the 2 dice, I guess, and hope that we can go back down to the dining room and draw something that connects them, which we would be able to do with 2 dice. All right. Now again, I don't know. Do you think maybe it's the note, like flight, fall, passing herrings? Maybe that's something? Flight. Oh, flight? Is it? I don't know what passing would be. I don't know what fall would be. Never mind. I take back that statement. I don't know what would represent that if we were counting them. Usually in games, they will put the save code right by the save. Queen Lord Barons Major? Maybe that's something? Count. Is that telling us to count the Queen, Lord, Barons, and the Major? That could be something. Because there's a bunch of them. There's one queen. Alright, that might be something. One queen. I don't know who's the baron and who's the major and who's the baron. Okay. Okay, so it was 0303. I don't know. I looked that up. I didn't know where it came from. I apologize. All right, we got a new envelope with an 8 on it. Dear Mr. Sinclair, this is March 3rd. Thank you for promptly answering all our demands not involving the police and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we'd given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you that there was never any tangible danger. That's me. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in a very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous, X. And we got one of the rubies. Okay, I did look up that code. I apologize. 0303. It must be something with addition and subtraction, because we got, what was it, like one, you probably like add or subtract each one, maybe? Like maybe 1 minus 1 was 0. 4 minus 1 would be 3. I don't know. I did promise I would look something up if I got super stuck, just so we weren't going back and forth. Okay, so we are pretty stuck in terms of, we got to go back to the dining room through the courtyard. And we were hopefully going to make it through. Let's do a redraw. I wanted to make it through to the foundation from here. None of these can. The gymnasium can, but we would lose 2 steps. We're kind of low on steps as is. And honestly, we can go down. This counts as 2 bedrooms, so I think that this will get us steps for free. Yeah. Because it's 2. Okay. And we get 2 gems. Okay, so we only have to go down 1 more room to get over, which is into the chapel. And then we can go back to security. Oh, I thought we could get through the nook. All right, we do kind of have to go all the way back. To the entrance hall. We never really went over to this path. The ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, you set your gems to 2 gems. Well, no, we don't want that. We got to do the workshop. We got to pass through. Oh, is this a new thing? Awesome. Oh. A message read. So we have another thing that's R. All right, I wrote that down, but it also still says 8. I thought maybe the sheet music would change, but we'll write down that letter. Ooh, sledgehammer. Oh, is that what it was telling me? Sledgehammer plus metal detector plus sleep mask. Oh, metal detector plus sleep mask. All right, we've never made anything in the workshop. Oh, a bunch of dead-end rooms. Perfect. Actually, this will take us back to the dark room. And we can get through the foundation. And we don't have to worry about the lights. Key card. Oh my gosh, the key card. That's so silly. Because we went through all that to turn that off. Okay, I know there was a picture of all the... I don't know what that is. Okay. Wasn't there... I could have swore there was... Maybe we shut it off unintentionally. I thought there was a door. I thought there was a keycard door. Gymnasium. Secret passage would be nice. Let's redraw. Well, we'll just use the dice. We're kind of getting near the end, I feel. Mage chamber, parlor, everything's a dead end. So this is like a room killing. It's a room killer or a run killer. So if this is a run killer, might as well just do nursery. I can't remember if we've done nursery before, but if not, we have now. Oh yeah, because this is where we read the Red Prince. I think the dark room had a security door, but we put a door. Yeah, but we put something beside it, so it didn't matter. We put the kitchen beside it. All right. Well, I guess there's nothing else for us to do today. Let's call it a day. Okay, so we got 26 total rooms, 6 items found. I think that's a good place to wrap this very exciting edition up. We major cave gem thing, major puzzle solve there. With the lights, we finally get the office. This is cute, the east facing in. I like that animation. So that's what ended up for this part. Thank you so much for coming by, hanging out with me while I struggle with the blueprints. No, sorry, blueprints. I will see you in the next part. Bye, everybody.